Chapter 10, Part 2. And with every step, her light-up tennis shoes flashed a brilliant pink. "Good glorious morning, my bright-faced Chicky-Wicky," she chirped. "Ooh, aren't you all so cute?" She swept Emberly into a hug. "Who are you?" he demanded, twisting and wiggling. "And what have you done with Mr. Jupiter?" The substitute released Emberly and giggled. "Mr. Joopy Whoopy's playing hooky today, so I'm filling in for him. Isn't that fun?" She scrawled her name on the blackboard. "That's me, Miss Day." Over the I she put a smiley face instead of a dot. Then she beamed at the class. "But you can all call me by my first name if you like." "Sunny." "Sunny?" repeated Humphrey. "Sunny Day," snickered Lenny. "That's my name. Don't wear it out," Miss Day giggled. "Hey," cried Bruce, "that's my line." Lenny patted him on the shoulder. "Don't worry about it, buddy. It's just as lame no matter who says it." They headed to their seats just as Missy shrieked, "My desk! I've lost my desk!" "Get serious," snorted Stanford. "You can't lose a desk." "But I did," wailed Missy. "Yesterday it was here, and today it's gone." She swiped at her tears in her eyes. "I've lost everything!" Miss Day giggled again. "You didn't lose your desk, silly Willy. I moved it. As a matter of fact, I moved all the desks. I thought it would be fun to mix things up a bit." Missy took a deep, shuddering breath. "Mr. Jupiter never moves anything," she explained. "He knows I have trouble keeping track of things. So buttons on your underwear," interrupted Miss Day. "Mr. Joopy Whoopy isn't here. I am, and today I want to have some fun." She hopped up and down and clapped her hands. Ooh, I know. Let's play a game. The first Chicky-Wicky to find his desk wins. Ready? On your mark. Get set. Go!" The fifth graders stood there, stunned. Then Ham pointed. "There's my desk over there, behind the Hibernian ceremonial canoe. I recognize that Choco Roach smudge anywhere." "You win," cried Miss Day, grabbing Ham's hand, dragging him around the room in a victory lap. Sorry about that. "Stop!" panted Ham, and he clutched his side. "Slow down." "Wait a second," grumbled Jackie. "That's not a fair game. You didn't explain the rules. You didn't give everyone a fair chance. Mr. Jupiter always gives everyone a fair chance." Miss Day dropped Ham's hand and stuck out her tongue. "Stop being such a party pooper," she cried. Then she clapped and hopped up and down. Ooh, we need a prize. What fun is a game without a prize?" She pawed around in her pretty pink princess backpack for a moment, and then she beamed at him. "Come forward and receive your prize." "Prize?" said Ham, momentarily suspicious, and then he remembered Mr. Jupiter's prizes. "What is it, a handful of jelly beans?" "Mr. Jupiter sometimes has jelly beans." "Oh, it's nothing as boring as that," giggled Miss Day. She dug around in her bag again, and she pulled out a tube of lip gloss. She cried, "You win a slightly used tube of Poodle's Breath pink lip gloss. Isn't that fun?" Ham shook his head back and forth and backed away. "That particular color will go great with your complexion," said Lenny, "and your purse," quipped Miss Day. "Hey, she stole my line again," cried Bruce. Lenny shook his head. "Mr. Jupiter would never give a prize like that," he said. Victoria raised her hand. "Miss Day," she asked with a flip of her hair, "if Ham doesn't want his prize, can I have it? Poodle's Breath pink is the perfect shade for my strawberries and cream complexion." Miss Day squinted at Victoria. "Strawberries and cream," she giggled. "I'll call it a tad yellow and smidge green." "Hey," bellowed Lenny, "I'm the smart aleck around here." "Apparently, I'm just a little bit smarter aleck than you," joked Miss Day. "She did it again," hollered Bruce. "This substitute is a thief, a punchline thief, and a know-it-nothing when it comes to makeup," huffed Victoria. Miss Day slapped her hands over her ears. "I can't hear you," she sang out. The children stared. Miss Day grinned. "That's better," she said. She held up the American history textbook. Mr. Joopy Whoopy wants me to review chapter 86. Then introduce fractions, give an organic geochemistry quiz, and go over the steps of the Polynesian Kamana Wana boogie dance. But, she smiled, I thought it would be more fun for me and you to have a free day. Free day, repeated Humphrey. A free day? Miss Day suddenly squawked like a parrot. Polly want a cracker? She burst into laughter. Free day, free day. Now she's stealing my lines, grumbled Lenny. Time for more fun, called Miss Day. She skipped around the room, up and down the aisles. Her tennis shoes were blinking. So, class, what else do you want to do today? Should we put on this suit of armor and joust with brooms? How about we build a racetrack out of all those old bones and the fossils and have guinea pig races? Or maybe, she picked up the skull on Mr. Jupiter's desk, bowling. No, cried the children. Well, aren't you all just a bunch of old fuddy-duddies, said Miss Day. What do you want to do? Let's learn about American history, suggested Lenny, and he gulped. Had he really said that? And wasn't there supposed to be an organic chemistry quiz? Added Melvin, shocked by the words coming out of his mouth as he clapped his foot over it. Miss Day crossed her arms across her chest. But none of that is any fun, she pouted. It would be if Mr. Jupiter was here, said Jackie, and at that moment the door flew open. Good morning, children, said Mr. Jupiter. He strode to the front of the room, wearing an overcoat over his footed pajamas. In his arms he carried a grocery bag. We thought you were sick, exclaimed Lil. I did feel a bit under the weather earlier, but I have improved now, explained Mr. Jupiter. He turned toward Miss Day. Have they behaved themselves? Did you tell the truth? To tell you the truth, they are kind of dull, replied Miss Day. All they wanted to do was study history and take science quizzes. Science quizzes, repeated Mr. Jupiter. Science quizzes, said Miss Day. Polly, want a cracker? Squeaked Lenny. The class burst into laughter. Lenny and Bruce high-fived. We're back, they whooped. And I'm off, said Miss Day. Farewell, plucky duckies, picking up her backpack and skipping out of the door. Mr. Jupiter turned to his class. You've all been working so hard that I thought you deserved a surprise. A surprise? Repeated Humphrey. What is it? Mr. Jupiter reached into his grocery bag and pulled out a package of hot dogs. Fifth graders, he said with a grin, fire up your Bunsen burners. You guys know what a Bunsen burner is? It's one of the fire things that they use in science to heat up the chemicals when they do chemistry. So it has a little fire on it and has some gas attached to it. So now they're going to cook hot dogs over their Bunsen burners. The moral of this story is, things are never as bad as they seem. Don't forget to write down your summary of Chapter 10. The moral, things are never as bad as they seem, and tell me what you think that means. See you later.